Growing up, I always thought being a Christian meant going to church every Sunday. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. And if you're yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Today I'm going to be talking about how to get closer to God. This is really just a way for you to level up in your spiritual life. To level up in your spiritual life is not something you do in one day. It's not something you do 1 month or in 1 year. I feel like it is something you do every day, consistently, for the rest of your life. You don't stop, you keep doing it. In this process, you get to grow your faith in God. You get to be closer to God, to know Him for who He really is, to know the purpose for your life. Because honestly, nobody on this earth is born by mistake. We are all born for a reason. Growing up, I always thought being a Christian meant going to church every Sunday and going for weekly services. But now I've actually come to realize that being a Christian is more than that. Being a Christian goes beyond going to church every Sunday. So if you say you're a Christian, you're really saying you are a follower of Christ. And how can you follow someone that you don't know? So basically, if you are trying to get closer to God, you need to know more about God. Firstly, to have a relationship with God, it requires time. You have to put in the time. It will require effort, and above all, it will require discipline, because you have to do things that your natural human body, or should I say flesh, will naturally not want to do. Because the flesh is very weak. You have to let go of things that will hinder the whole process to you getting closer to God. The first and obvious step to getting closer to God is to read the Bible. The Bible is God's word to us. If you want to know more about God, you want to get closer to God, you start by reading the Bible. And I would say for the longest, I have also struggled with reading the Bible, because in terms of the version I was using to read the Bible, it kind of made understanding the Bible a bit harder. So I feel like if you want to get closer to God, the version in which you are reading the Bible definitely matters. It makes sense to go for versions that are simple and easy to understand, like NLT, that's the New Living Translation, TPT, the Passion Translation, and Amplified Version. And if you don't know where to start from, I feel like you can just start with reading 1 verse a day. Like, just start small. Start with 1 verse a day, 1 chapter a day. You don't know where exactly to read. Proverbs, Psalms, Ecclesiastes, James, Matthew, the beginning of the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, James. I feel like this part of the Bible, they are like so easy to understand. You get to learn about life, purpose for existence, Christian life, being a Christian. You get to learn about Jesus. There are resources that you can also use that will give you better understanding. There are like study Bibles, there are commentaries, devotions that you can use, podcasts that you can listen to. And this is what I particularly love: devotions, commentaries, and podcasts. There's Bible Before Breakfast by Pastor Mildred Kinsley Okonkwo, and the idea basically is read a part of the Bible before you have your breakfast. I like this. Bible in 1 Year by Billy Graham and Jack Graham. His idea is to read the whole Bible in a year. I also recommend this. And there's also Through the Bible. I just found this on Through the Bible by Pastor Neat. This one, he's reading through the book of Proverbs. So the thing is, these resources, they're like good things to feed your mind with. Because if you're trying to get closer to God, it only just makes sense that you watch what you feed your mind with. It's not just with positive things, but also with things that glorify God. So just have to be mindful of your gateways. What are you listening to? What are you watching? What are the people that you are following on social media? Are they people that draw you closer to God or take you further away? Another way to get closer to God is to join a godly community, and I mean to join a church. This one has worked for me, and I would definitely recommend, like they say, iron sharpens iron. When you're around people that are also trying to get closer to God, you're around people that have a relationship with God, that are on fire for God, I am telling you, you will catch that fire. There is no how. And yes, I know that not everybody in church is perfect. That's why it is a church. It is a church. The church is not just a building, it's a place where people are, and people who are only humans. Not everybody is perfect. There are people that there are wrong people in church, and there are also good people in church. So just being around a community of fellow believers, it will definitely help you get closer to God. You get to pray together with them, you get to study the word with them. You also have people around you that will hold you accountable, that will encourage you, because being a Christian, I'm not going to lie, it can be a lot. It's a good thing. Just being around people that are Christ-like, that are Christ-minded, and are believers, it will definitely encourage and make your journey of faith easier. Another tip to getting closer to God is to take out time to pray. Yes, I know everybody is looking for money. Just taking out 5 minutes, 10 minutes of your day to pray, to spend time with God, it can really change the course of your day. Just taking out 5 minutes, and don't even overcomplicate it. The idea is make prayer a habit. You take out breaks from your day to pray, to read a verse, to speak in tongues. Just 5 minutes. I'm telling you, from 5 minutes before you need 10 minutes, before you need 30 minutes, before you need prayer, spending time with God is not something strange. It's just something that is part of you. You're going about your day, you're listening to worship songs, that are keeping you, charged, and like that, you're speaking in tongues. The idea is to intentionally take out time out of your day to pray and spend time with God. Another thing that you can do to get closer to God that I also recommend is to have a prayer journal. And a prayer journal is just basically, it's a book where you write everything. Write out your worries, your prayers, write out your anxieties, write out the things that are bothering you so that you can pray about it. You write down the Bible verses that stick to you so you can keep meditating and praying about it. This is something I definitely recommend. Have a prayer journal. There are so many ways to get closer to God. These are like just the basic things that you should start with, can help you get closer to God. There are so many other ways to do, but these things I have said, there are things that I've tried and they're helping me get closer to God. I feel like I won't say I'm there yet, but still on a journey. Like I said, it's a journey. It doesn't feel so distant anymore. I feel more closer to God. I feel like the more you draw closer to God, the more you seek God, the more He will definitely draw closer to you. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comment section. If you found any of these tips helpful, let me know. And please, I also like to know how you're also getting closer to God. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.